last year that I played this, and I just rewatched it. There, right there. Did you catch that? Did you catch how loud the footstep was, but how quiet my stupid voice is? That's the entire video, because my dumb idiot face didn't do a proper audio test before recording. So I have 20 minutes of that. Not to mention, most of it is recorded with this jittery frame stuttering because I also didn't know it needed processor priority. So in advance, I just want to apologize about that, and I guess I'll just highlight what happened here in part 8 with a couple of the more key clips, and I guess I'll be adding captions. I'm just gonna give it a go. Okay, yeah, so right here, I'm pretty much just collecting some rocks, remembering how to walk around, getting a feel for things, and putting stuff in a chest. A bow and some arrows. Ooh, a boama ring. Sword, that's cool. Boama ring, let's call it that. I hate myself. Alright, I can't really do both of those, can I? No, the shield, I have to have a one-handed weapon. I don't remember what I was doing or what I need to do. Maybe I can, nope, only sleep at night. Very cool. So this is the part where I decide to avoid going out in the rain and take the steps to maybe building my little house. Nothing critical, all very boring. I made some tools, I talked to myself a bunch, made a plea for the health wench to fix my broken soul. Typical RLCraft things. I think this is probably a crime. Hey! Excuse you, my torso, leg, and foot are also in peril. Oh, and here's the part where I remember the battle tower that I failed multiple times to conquer and decided to go embarrass myself once again, which you can tell by the cowering and almost immediate retreat. Very skilled player. Alright, yeah, I drank some water, healed myself with the winged wench, and discussed the disappointing lack of automatic suction hands where you don't have to crouch to pick everything up. Most of this clip is me gathering rocks and eating food. Essential stuff, but boring, you know, so. Made a couple more tools, yada yada. The one who makes the axe backwards probably has the capacity to kill their parents, just saying. Okay, so I want to combine these two, so my little rock quarry. How am I going to do that? I need, well, let's sleep, because everything is terrifying in this game. So I decided on putting the two together with some wood and some glass, and made like a stairway and whatever. I did have to go out and gather logs, because I was terrified before of the laser beam tree monsters, as you'd imagine. Love that. Also spent legitimate time in my day gathering acorns. Once more, I guess I thought my sensitivity was off, but again, I just don't know how to work my computer. Typical me, of course. My crops, they continue to not grow, ever. Don't know what that's about, but I suppose I'm too stupid for farming. This feels weird, my mouse. I don't know why. Love the stall noise when you're messing with bricks. I'm not sure what I was talking about here, because the footsteps and all that, but it had something to do with me getting murdered, which is understandable. Did have some struggles with my mouse again, but it turns out I'm the problem. Oh, you're my mouse. That's cool. Okay, so more digging. I grabbed some rocks and this pathetic excuse for a quarry. It's just a hole, but I keep calling it a quarry to justify making it into an entire room, you know. But I realize it's boring, so I decided to venture out, but first to cover my construction hole. Do I use the door in my inventory? No, just dirt. But I did a little inventory management, replanted some flowers. I don't know, I like the fast forwarding more than just cutting to things. I think it's important to see the whole thing play out, you know? Really removes the doubt that I magically got a bunch of rare items or whatever, and it's calming, whatever. I do these for me, not you. I don't want to do that. Why are these not growing? Is it the wrong season? I don't understand. You have the sun. It's right there, you idiot. I don't even know how to photosynthesis. Following my ongoing crop frustrations, I search around for where I wanted to adventure. Not really much more going on than that. Took a little drink of water and made my way up this mountain. Once I got to the top, couldn't really figure out where I wanted to go. But I did find this little stupid turkey structure and found some stuff in there I hadn't stolen yet. Continued searching around for just something cool, anything really. But I did end up making my way to the top of this other mountain. And boy, was I afraid of whatever that was. Oh. Terrific. Just ignore me. Wherever you are. See what's over here. Very little. It's cool. So I continued to traverse the snow, and I found one of these horse eagle things. I don't know, hippogriff, whatever. And it followed me loudly all the way into this nice, cute little ice village. Awesome. Yeah. Me too, homie. Oh my god, there's a temperature mechanic. I completely forgot. And running away in my attempt to get warm, found some rocks, a boulder with some stuff in it. Yo, I'm not vibing with this bird thing. It's kinda getting on my nerves. Nerve-a-roonies, you know? So, understanding now that my basic needs for survival are otherwise unmet, I continue seeking some kind of refuge in this unforgiving tundra. But first, I try interacting with the locals.
Leviosa.
What? Okay. I did not know they said that, and it still makes me laugh. But I found this dope little wooden fortress, and I visited these before. I know they've got some rad supplies inside. So, like any good explorer, I break in and steal all their crap. Had to warm up by the fire a minute, but then I stole all the breads, metals, and meats from these nice folks as I could. And, and their furnaces too. Why not? Crafting table, it's all mine. Oh, hey, guess who forgot his, what do you call it? Sleeping bag. Oh, wait. Literally have the capacity to do that. Oh! It's always a Reaper. Why is it always a Reaper? Anyway, struggled to fight this turd for a bit with melee, watched an idiot villager torch himself. I was having a bad time. I was cold too, but he was being a little dramatic. I figured I was dead at this point, so I dug a hole to bury myself in, or in which to bury myself. And that way my items didn't fall into the fire, but, big brain remembered I had a ranged weapon. And when I knocked him out of the way, I had myself a snoozle and healed myself a little bit. Oh, my boomerang didn't come back. I love that. We're gonna pretend I didn't miss that first arrow, but I killed him with the second one, stood by the fire some more, collected some things, and at this point was pretty sure I was gonna, freeze to death even though I was standing next to a fire, threw all my junk in a chest, and just waited to die. Which, thankfully, was not happening at that very moment. I think I warmed myself up enough, struggled to gather that piece of white wool, because, whatever. But then I remembered, hey, you can make wool clothing, and so I did that, and that kind of helped to mitigate my hypothermia, which was, slow and steady, but it worked. And that's when it got worse. Okay. A little better. Oh, what was that? I hate it. I'll be honest here, I don't know what I was doing or why I thought it would help me to live, Well, I think this is a good place to stop it and then pick it up in
forget where I was at and what was going on. So, yep. See you folks later. Jesus.